Good morning. Welcome to your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. Starting off sunny out there this morning with some chilly and breezy conditions. Wind chill sitting around 29 degrees. At the moment, we did see the winds back off through the overnight hours, but have since picked back up in the last 2 hours, seeing some gusts around 22 miles per hour, 22 knots as we've gone through the last 2 hours. Otherwise, did get about just below a quarter inch of rain in the area yesterday. Things will be dry today and won't see our next chance of rain until we get into Saturday. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we have high pressure, the periphery of a high pressure dominating the weather, keeping things mostly clear as we go throughout the morning hours, and we'll see that high pressure continue building east and settling over our area as we get into our Friday. Otherwise, some of this active weather off in the northwest part of the country will come together as an area of low pressure over the north central part of the country, and that will bring a cold front moving into the area during the day on Saturday. But if we start with current conditions as of 8 a.m. this morning, we have clear skies out there, winds out of the northwest at 11 knots, seeing some gusts up to 20 knots. Otherwise, temperatures sitting around 38 degrees with a relative humidity of 52%. If we look at the current visible satellite, we can see those clear skies across the local area with some slightly breezy to breezy conditions in certain locations. Otherwise, temperatures in the upper 30s across the local area as well. We look at the European model for our short-term forecast today. Again, will be dry as we go throughout the day today and breezy as we go through the morning hours, and then we'll see the breeze slowly start to taper off as we go through the afternoon hours as this high pressure starts to build over the local area today, allowing those winds to become light and variable for the morning hours tomorrow. And it will keep things dry as we go throughout the day tomorrow. And then as that high pressure continues moving east, we'll see a return of some winds out of the south, slowly picking up over the Friday evening into Saturday morning hours ahead of the next cold front that will be moving into the area. We'll see that will allow things to warm up as we go into the Saturday, and then we'll see those winds picking up, becoming breezy for the first part of Saturday and through the day on Saturday. We'll have a similar setup to what we saw yesterday, where we'll see showers start to move into the area by late morning and continuing into the early part of the afternoon, and then we'll likely see things start to taper off by the late afternoon and early evening hours as the actual boundary starts to push through. Could see a few isolated showers along that boundary, but looking mostly dry as the boundary pushes through, and we'll see a brief period of some breezy conditions and cooler air starting to move in, and then we'll see those winds start to relax as we go into Sunday, setting up for a seasonable day Sunday. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, expecting a well below average day temperature-wise for our Thursday, with highs reaching just around 45 degrees. We'll expect breezy conditions this morning, and then we'll see that breeze start to taper off into the afternoon with northwest winds rising to around 12 to 17 knots with gusts up to 25 for the morning hours. And then we'll see that dropping down to northwest 9 to 14 with gusts around 20 by the late afternoon. So a breezy and chilly day with wind chills struggling to get out of the 30s as we go throughout the day today. And as we get into the evening, we'll see those winds continue to weaken, becoming out of the north 3 to 8 knots, and then becoming light and variable for the early morning hours Friday. We'll see a low around 29 degrees early Friday morning, but otherwise mostly clear skies to mostly sunny conditions to start the day on Friday. But it will be on the cold side, but just below seasonable or average temperatures for this time of year for our Friday morning. We will see a few clouds build in the area this afternoon and into the first part of the evening, mainly just some high clouds, and then we'll see those start to clear out of here as we get into our day on Friday. And right now, tides are running just about normal. If we look at the next couple of days, Friday expecting a mostly sunny to partly cloudy day. We'll see some clouds building in later in the day ahead of the next system. We'll have a seasonable day with a high around 53 degrees and just a slight breeze starting to pick up out of the south late as that high pressure moves off to the east. But green across the board for weather risk for our Friday to end the week. And as we go into Friday evening, we'll expect a continued increase in clouds, becoming mostly cloudy through the overnight hours. We'll see the breeze continue to build up, becoming slightly breezy by the late to mid-morning hours Saturday. And then just a very slight chance of seeing a light rain shower try to sneak into the area ahead of the bulk of the activity that will be moving through during the late morning. But temperatures will increase through the evening. We'll see a low around 46, and that will likely be early in the evening. Before that south wind starts to pick up, we'll see things continue to warm up through the overnight hours. But green across the board for weather risk for that time frame as well, and then we'll see weather risks start to move into the area for our Saturday. We'll start off mostly cloudy, seeing overcast conditions at times, and on the warm side with a high around 62. We'll see that breeze continue to build through the day, becoming breezy. We'll have a good chance of seeing some scattered light rain showers coming through ahead of that front. And then as that front moves through, we'll see those rain chances diminishing by the late afternoon, early evening. So we are orange for that risk of seeing some precip in the area, as well as those increased winds at or above 25 knots. And we'll have that yellow chance of seeing some of those reduced ceilings and visibilities with the shower activity moving through the area. Well, that will wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.